Back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Farnd here with hopefully another full multiplayer session, continuing from where we were last week, but that's still no reason anyone can't join in. So far we've got two players here. We've got obviously me as Austria, but we also have the average as France and the Marquess Max up here in Scotland. So, hi, Jichan. We'll set this up and I'll leave this up for another 10-15 minutes so that people can join in, and then I'll be back and we can start playing. Hopefully a lot of people will show up, specifically the ones that were here last week. In the meantime though, I'm going to go silent unless anyone has any questions. Also, for people trying to join, the password is wind if you didn't read the description and see that. So, yeah. Also, feel free to jump in and pick a nation, because if you're going to join, we don't have a lot of people so far. Well, we still got about 10-15 minutes before we'll either decide if we're doing this or we're starting again, but I personally would like to continue because I'm getting a little tired of constantly restarting. I don't think we've got a game since our first one past like 1500 ever. So, yeah, that might have to happen. The multiplayer is in real time. It's speed 3 usually. People can jump in. Right now we're trying to figure out if we're going to continue this one, which we would like to do, but people aren't all showing up yet, but they still got about 10 or so minutes. And the question is, do we continue this one, or do we start a new one and just make that the one we play until it's done, regardless of whether or not people show up? Because at this rate, it's getting a bit frustrating to have to restart every week or every other week. So that's where we're at. People can jump in. It should be basically hosted on multiplayer servers. Lord Forwind. Password is Wind. So if you want to play with us, come and jump in. Well, I guess we got a fair amount of people here, even if they're not all the people we had last time. Last time we have at least one more person coming in another couple minutes. So I guess we can continue this one. We still got, what, another 10 minutes until we're actually probably about to start. So if you guys still want to join, feel free to jump in. Actually, we got two more people coming, so we'll see how long that takes. In the meantime, while I'm sitting here, does anyone have any questions? I think we'll save the jokes for once we get into it, Max, if we end up having to pause. But if anyone has any questions or stuff, I'd be more than happy to talk. Oh, it seems some people are having some connection problems. So far, we've lost 2 people, although I think both of them are coming back. But we've gained another person in Pumpkin Turtle, and I have word that I believe it's Pancake is still planning on coming in the future as well. So we might actually have pretty much our full crew from last week in the end. Although it looks like we're missing, I think it was Javas or whoever, who was someone who was playing the Popple State. Can't remember who it was. So that's a bit of a loss, but we'll see. Give it another 5-6 minutes, then we'll start. Yay! 2 more people. Wow, we're gonna have quite a few players this game. This should be fun. Maybe for once we'll actually have somebody outside of Asia consistently, other than Dimster or Dimstiger over here in Faris. It looks so barren, Asia and Africa too. They're just so empty. It's so strange. Just kidding, everyone. I know people don't like playing outside of Asia. At some point, though, we're probably going to do an all-India game once the Dharma expansion comes out. Now, that could be fun. Okay, it looks like we have our last person that I knew that can join, so they'll be joining soon. And then we can at least get started unless anyone else is still trying to join as well. We'll be starting in a minute here. Yeah, we've got Pancake joining us as Sweden, and then we can get started. And I believe, other than Javas being missing as the Popple States, we have the same amount or more people than we had last time. Looks like we might have a potential North African alliance between Clarence and Hunskill, which could be very interesting. And nice to see some people outside of Europe for once. And just to let everyone know, I'm defending the HRE as much as I can. So. big person I want to go after is I gotta invade Venice and Urbino fairly soon, so should be fun. Or actually, we might have a Spain-Portugal alliance. That would make just as much sense. Okay, it looks to be this is our last person here, unless someone else tries to join as well. And then we'll be able to get going. Actually, this might be a starting record for us. We might actually manage to start only half an hour behind our scheduled normal start time, so well, that's pretty good. In reality, everyone who's here, I tend to start the server and stuff like 15 minutes before the scheduled starting time so people can join in if they want, but it seems we have to wait 20 minutes on average to get everybody, which in the scheme of things isn't that bad. So let's see, who have we got here? We've got Clarence as Portugal, we've got Hunskill as Castile, Average as France, he'll probably lead in a while, leave and switch countries. We've got the Marquess Max up there in the Scottish Isles, having the appropriate title of nobility for the islands. Pumpkin Turtle is Denmark, Archery Spears Poland, we now have Pancake up here in Sweden, and we have Dim's Tiger over here in Fars. And on that note, we will be getting started. Unless, of course, oh, and I forgot Heretic lurking as Holland, currently in a war of independence. So, I guess here we go then. This should be fun. I've got to try and retake Hungary because they managed to get out of my union at the end of right at the end when my ruler died. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Trying to reconquer them. Plus, I still have to take at least 3 Venetian provinces in 12 years, along with dealing with Urbino. We'll start this up in a minute or two once everybody gets in place and ready to start. Currently, I am got a union over Bohemia, allied to Poland and France, the Palatinate, Mainz, and Brandenburg stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot I actually managed to pass one reform. Hopefully I can get to that second one before Protestants kick off. Be pretty awesome. Ah yes, but most people in the Empire really dislike me. I forgot that fact. Oh, but it all. Not to mention I also have quite a bit of debt. Oh, I'll have to deal with that in the future. Oh, we actually do have an independent Holland. I didn't know Holland actually got its independence, because right now Burgundy's at war with England and is losing. Interesting. We might see in England actually gain land in the continent. Okay, well, I guess unless anyone has any complaints, we're gonna start this, and hopefully I can manage to survive as Austria, and Average can not die as very rich and powerful France. So, here we go then. Well, I think it's time for me to pick a fight with Venice and their allies once this truce expires. 8 years, though. It's going to be a very close mess. Okay, who else are they allied to? I can go after Salzburg, maybe. Gotta figure out a way to steal a couple Venetian provinces without dying to every single AI in the HRE. No, not Venice. Yeah, well, I want to try and stop the Shadow Kingdom, and Venice is the major obstacle, although I do have to figure out a way to get Urbino in it, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe I should try that as well. Or to stop the Shadow Kingdom, that way I get that lovely imperial authority faster and for longer. Let's pay down these loans. Enjoyable fun of playing as Austria and having to deal with loans and everything. I actually never played EU3. I've actually never considered really playing it. I just started with Crusader Kings and moved rather naturally to Europa, given time. Might be a fun thing to try and do sometime, a Crusader Kings multiplayer game. That would be crazy. All the different dynasties and human players. What a mess. Really do need an heir. I mean, I have a 22-year-old, so the odds that they survive are pretty good, but so. Either that or I need the Palatinate's ruler to die off at 44. That also could work. I don't think you can form the Shadow Kingdom. I think that might only be in Europa 4. Oh, we'll see. Oh yeah, I did knowledge sharing, didn't I? Who was I sharing knowledge to? Does anyone need knowledge? I think I've got the Renaissance, right? That's actually pretty good. I got a nice boost towards Diplo power from that event. It's always nice when events give you opinions with the burgers and stuff. Well, we lost the average. I couldn't help them, and I guess the Spain and Portugal players wanted to invade France, unfortunately. Oh well. Interesting. Okay. Need a claim on Salzburg. Oh yeah, I should probably have my troops drilling so I actually get professionalism out of this whole mess. Can I attack Hungary? 7 years, and can I attack Venice? Same time. Great. It'll be a fun mess. So, Average has abandoned France, and everyone else is seemingly moving in on the remains of France. I've still got to figure out a way to attack Venice to get the Shadow Kingdom stopped, and we'll see how things go on from there. I'm hoping that Urbino will actually join the HRE here since they're improving relations consistently with me. I should kind of let you know what like as Austria, you could actually invite nations to the HRE rather than having to have them auto join. Kind of weird that you have to go out of your way to invite. They have to invite themselves. I guess Average is back. Well, it looks like Average is going to play Lithuania in union with Archery Spear as Poland, which is interesting. Alright, well, I guess here we go. See how this all works out. Hopefully that's not a problem being in another union like Average is. But we'll see. in the world can I get away with killing Venice? Real difficult question how one actually could get around to killing Venice. Oh, I really just want to kill Hungary as well. I might as well get claims on Venice so I can attack them once the truce runs out. Well, France is actually apparently putting up a bit of a fight. Makes sense considering it's France, so. See how the war goes. Be quite a fight. See. Venice is actually having a little bit of trouble with some rebels, it appears. If I attack Hungary, though, I'm going to lose my alliance with Brandenburg, which is going to be frustrating. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I'm playing Defender of the HRE this game, even though internally the HRE is one heck of a mess. Oh, Styrian rebellions. Do I? Not going to be fun to mess around with. Okay, Graz. Go. Big Austrian revolt to smash. Oops, apparently we lost average again. Oh well, it happens. Maybe this was just a crash in general. Okay, I guess average isn't going to play anymore. A little bit annoyed here that Urbino, despite having almost a 200 opinion of me, still is not joining the HRE. Bit frustrating. Maybe they don't feel threatened by anybody. If I were them, I'd feel very threatened, but that's the AI for you. Happy to keep people out of my lands. Am I gonna win this battle, even though I had attacked while drilling? Oh, good. I was gonna say, that would be weird if I won that fight. Why is Hungary trying to take my land now? Nuremberg. Oh. How weird. Nuremberger separatists. Frustrating that I lost the battle versus rebels. Oh well, what can you do? Sometimes that happens. Really need to catch up in tech though. That and getting an heir apparently. That's not going too well for my ruler. one heck of a fight, the reconquest of Hungary. Especially if I don't even have cannon. And they do, apparently. Oops, Sweden just collapsed to a royal republic? What is this weirdness? We have a noble republic of Sweden, apparently. This is unusual. Very unusual. Denmark and Sweden are currently already being played by people, so you have to play someone else. Really need to kill Venice. Might as well get a claim on Urbino in case I do have to go after them. Although I assume at some point the Pope will kill them for me. I can't imagine the Pope does not want Urbino, considering they have a core on them. But we'll see. Truce with Maids has ended, Bohemia now has the Renaissance. Get another claim on Venice, right? Be one heck of a land grab, though, when I take out Venice. Hopefully everyone in the world tries to kill me after that. Well, France is still fighting on against Castile and everything, so this is interesting. To be honest, I'm surprised France is doing so poorly, maybe because it's being AI controlled right now. He finally got attacked again. 6 mil attack, that'll help quite a bit. Any future wars. There we go, new era. Hello, Mizra. Nice to see you again. The burn just got even more fortified, as if a mountain in Switzerland didn't need, an additional 25% fort defense. Nice little bonus. Really do want to get that admin tech 4 though. Not enjoying being so far behind in tech. Okay, what can I do? I can get some more taxes coming in, so I guess that's worth it. In fact, can I annex Bohemia? Oh, 32 years. That's gonna be a while, isn't it? I like my heir though. 344. That's a pretty good heir for a 224 ruler. Happily take that one. Very happily take that. Yeah, Assault plus Mountain is really strong, especially if you take like defensive ideas. Granada is actually like a ridiculously good province to defend. The problem is if you try and play as Granada, that Castile is so much stronger. Fort defense early on doesn't make a huge difference. Late game it can really change the game. Once you get like level 8 forts, having fort defense on it is just insane how long it takes to siege a single province. Oh, how nice. The nobility has lost some influence. Three years, and then I can mess around with both Venice and Hungary. Taking unlawful territory. Hamburg? Why is everybody all of a sudden trying to break out of being like a single province nation? There's a big war apparently in England. Or at least start of a war in England. If you can do that, yeah. If you've got a train bonus as Mountain Castle, yeah. It's really strong, specifically if you play someone like Switzerland. The problem is the weird fort rules, how you can move from one fort to another fort, is a bit annoying. That is particularly confusing. Alright, almost got Admin Tech 5, that'll help. I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 major wars within like a 5-year period. They do it right. French have an 18-year-old on the throne, which is good. Hopefully they'll survive for a while longer. My debate is whether it's worth more to try and stop Venice and stop the Shadow Kingdom, or try and invade Hungary to get the Union. Actually, kind of a tricky little question. Which is more valuable to stop? Nice free Diplo power. That's kind of convenient. England's now attacking France. Boy, France is just absolutely collapsing here. Problem with playing the center of Europe, unless you've got a really strong army and military and navy, you tend to get invaded by everybody. That should restore some of my free city income again. Wasn't getting any power from that, or any imperial authority. Yeah, everybody's taking everyone else's lands here. Oh well, at least some of my allies are doing fairly well. Well, it looks like Average has decided to return again. Play somebody. We'll see who they play this time. Maybe if I'm lucky they'll play as Hungary, and then I can just simply take over Hungary without a problem. We'll see. Maybe they'll play outside of Europe too, which also could be fun. Mamelukes. Interesting choice for average. Well, good luck, average. Hopefully you survive as these people. Here we go, I guess. Quite a few people fighting the Ottomans all of a sudden. Ah, Venice is in trouble with the Ottomans. Let's see. I guess I couldn't have asked for a better setup if I wanted to invade them in a year or two, if I tried. But as perfect as you get. Gonna be being beaten up by the Ottomans when I actually want to go after them. Shame the Ottomans hate me, otherwise we'd be good allies. By Kiltsy. Yeah, this goes for about 3 hours. We'll see where we're at that point. What is with the expansionist one province miners in this game? Everybody's trying to expand. Well, I got the next emperorship, which is great, but I'm stuck in a regency now for a while. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I could actually claim the throne of Brandenburg and start a fight over that. I don't think that's worth it. That's not actually a bad region. 10 regions. Hope I can hold on to the HRE for the time being. At least until I can kill Venice. October of next year. It's so nice to see Venice actually having trouble just when I need them to. I'm intending to build up my army a bit now. I've just been suffering through money and trying to make money for a while. The Noble Republic is still having some trouble up there. Stay stable. We don't want to fall into debt, especially once we start this war. So many short-term wars. We'll see how this goes. Starting in October. Doesn't look like many people are actually going to join Venice to keep them alive, which should be nice. Really just need 3 provinces and then to deal with Urbino. There we go. Let's start this war versus Venice. See how much trouble they can get into. Or I could wait a bit longer and really have them run into trouble. I gotta imagine I've got enough troops to win this war, but still. I'll wait a little bit longer. Oh, try. Oh, what? Okay. That adds a couple more lands into the HRE, which is really nice. The land is good land, I guess. Surprised the Ottomans aren't actually sieging the Venetian forts. They're just kind of marching around them. Rather odd. I'm gonna pick this fight now. I need this land. I think Verona is worth more. Be a slightly fun fight. 1v4 pretty much. At least I can justify raising a couple more mercenaries, I guess. I don't want to spend too much power because I want to definitely get some cannon once I'm able to. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful of actually remembering to return Venice's province to Milan rather than other stuff. I have to remember to do that once the Ottomans piece out of the war, though, which is going to be tough. Oh, well, I'm sure I'll figure something out. Really want to get that next Diplo idea so I can get the imperial growth and also cheaper annexation. All of which would be very useful. Yeah, these guys are still expanding. Not Holland, Verdun, I mean. Holland is just... Verdun is causing trouble. Between Verdun and Hamburg. A little bit annoying up there. Oh. I can at least piece out Salzburg and then Savoy. Then I can just sit on controlling Venice's lands. And then pretty much see what happens to Urbino now that Pope can actually attack them. Oh, what's this? Castile has a coalition versus it? Oh wow, that's actually a reasonable sized coalition. Well, it's fine. I mean, I don't mind the Dutch, Holland trying to form the Netherlands and control the Dutch ones. That's not the problem. The problem is letting non-human players expand in the HRE, because once they expand too much, they never stop expanding. And the more nations that survive, the better imperial authority I can get. Of course, Holland, if I try and get all the way down to revoke the privilege, we'll make sure that you have the chance to leave the HRE, so that I don't have force you into a vassalage, if you're still around at that point. I want to see if it's possible to actually form the HRE. That would be kind of funny. Be awesome, really. To take the Venetian provinces I need. Wow, that's actually going to form a coalition versus me. I'm going to have to be rather careful there. I think these guys are still offended? No, actually they're not offended. How to reduce aggressive expansion even further? More prestige is the answer. Can they afford to wait that long, really? Put that in 2 years. Maybe I can pull it off. It would definitely go better if I can get to reduce aggressive expansion. Brandenburg now, great. Oops, that was an elector there, Saxony. You know what, let's give Holland the electorship, they're a human player. Okay. Now Salzburg. If possible. Wow, Salzburg doesn't actually want to peace out. No, I don't want their annexation, I just want money. Oh yes, Savoy is in this whole mess, aren't they? Savoy, Savoy, Savoy. Oh, wow, I actually got more land from occupied Venice than I thought I would. Shame the Ottomans don't have a fleet apparently capable of taking out the Venetians. It'd be a lot easier if Venice didn't have a fleet to defend with. And of course the knights, who I can't interact with at all, so that's gonna be a bit annoying. Free prestige is always nice. Knowing that the guys who were voting for me just because I demand them return land now hate me. Oh well, it happens. The AIs really do take being forced to return land very seriously, don't they? What will it take to get Savoy out of the war? Apparently nothing, really. Do that. Savoy is willing to leave the war without me doing anything. All the better. That was surprisingly easy. I pretty much just waltzed in, sieged 2 provinces without actually taking land, and there goes Savoy. Venice, on the other hand, still doesn't want to give up. Probably never gonna want to give up at this rate. Time to get cannon though, that'll help. If I could hoodwink away onto Venice's island, that would be nice. Oh, Denmark's no longer a valid rival for me. Interesting. Does that mean Denmark has gotten so large that I can't compete? Or maybe it does. Nope, I eclipsed Denmark. Okay, so Denmark is actually smaller than me. Whew. Maybe I can pull this off. Amazing how resistant they are to actually giving up any land. Ooh, I will take that though. But the Austrians, Reichshofrat, I guess? Deeper ideas plus diplomatic reputation. I will happily take that. Free permanent diplomatic reputation. Surprised so few countries have events that give you stuff like that. Right. Yeah. Cheaper diplomatic annexation cost, and more importantly, Venice's homeland island has actually been invaded thanks to the Ottomans, who, despite hating me, have proved to be rather useful in this war. I can't imagine Venice is not going to give me enough war score to take a handful of provinces once their lands are entirely occupied. Seems really weird for the AI to be able to resist that one. France is apparently no longer a great power. Really? Huh. Very interesting. This is weird going on. France is now a great power again, and I'm being pushed out. Because of England now being a great power. Ay, ay, ay. Talk about back and forth confusing, huh? I'm seriously rooting for the death of Urbino at this point. Probably a bit cruel, but if they fall to the Pope, that would be wonderful. What else is going on in the world? Sweden's doing pretty well, expanding into Muscovy though. Although if they can get rid of that noble republic, things would be going better. Negative 30 development cost for the Mamelukes, at least for a little while. Pretty good. Might see a highly developed Mamelukes in this. Be nice. I'm always disappointed how easily the Mamelukes get destroyed, it seems. Apparently I can also pick a fight with Urbino. Probably shouldn't do that though. Oh, if they would just die already. Fascinating is now a thing in the Ottoman's capital. Interesting. France has apparently now rivaled me, though. So there's that. Flanders has taken an imperial province, as has Burgundy. Changes. Unfortunately, Burgundy just gained HRE territory. Slightly concerning. Actually, very concerning if you think about it. What's happening here? Why is Portugal attacking Urbino? Maybe there's some deep hidden plan I'm not aware of. A little bit reckless, though. Anyhow, there's the land I needed against Venice, and now everybody in the HRE probably hates me. Coalition time. Hopefully they're not about to actually start that fight. Like we're getting reasonably stabilized at the moment. Hungary is apparently picking a fight with Venice as well. Apparently Spain and Portugal are trying to hold me for ransom with Urbino. But I can actually start a fight over it. No, archery spirit, go ahead and attack them. I just want the union over them eventually. Pope is taking too much land. Greedy Pope. Very greedy Pope, apparently. Administrating an empire, interestingly. Ugh. 131 Diplo power needed. And I can really get some reduced aggressive expansion. Be an interesting fight here of Poland versus Hungary and Brandenburg. See how it goes. Oh, it looks like Venice is really in trouble if their capital's under siege. They could fall very quickly. Apparently the average is down here is really developing Cairo. Interesting. Oh, bye Max. Amazing how expensive these northern Italian provinces are. Well, I'm glad Max was here at least to expand Scotland's power to being quite the nation and starting exploration. We're going to see a colonial England, colonial Scotland, or more if they conquer England. But it looks like they actually lost provinces to England, which isn't good. For that. Boy, there's a lot of fighting going on in northern Germany. It's shifting one way and then the other way and then back. Quite the crazy mess. Interesting though that Cyprus is still standing. Cyprus is standing against the might of Spain and Portugal at the moment. If Cyprus is actually going to fall. There we go. So Cyprus has fallen, or has surrendered. Not entirely sure which. I don't know, Cyprus is under control. Alright. Oh, okay, actually build the force limit. That'll be nice. Big expansion of Austria. Also very nice. Who's got unlawful? Poland's got unlawful territory. Sorry, Poland, but I'm trying to preserve the integrity of the HRE lands. No, that should be or be now nicely sold. It should mean I can reign in Italy. Reign in northern Italy. Italy has in fact been reigned in. No. Shadow Kingdom has been stopped. There we go. They're all reined in. Now, what would it take to kill Hungary? Actually, not too much. Danger, of course, is I've got a nice little coalition against me right now. Which is a shame, because they just reigned in northern Italy. Well, it happens. Okay, well, I guess I'm in a half-decently stable position at the moment. Although I really do want to pick a fight with Hungary. But I'll wait till after Poland's done in the fight versus them and Ragusa. Although Ragusa should fall relatively easily. Still being guaranteed by the Ottomans, though. I guess it was historically accurate, but it still feels weird that the Ottomans are guaranteeing a single province Catholic merchant republic. I don't know about you guys, but it feels strange. Well, the coalition against me has fallen to a rather small size at the moment. The war of Hungary versus Poland rages on at the moment. See how that turns out. In the meantime, however, time to get some more army drill. Keep all that nice and going well. Question is, what is Venice going to be left with at the end of this? I can't imagine that much. Got to imagine Venice is going to be very tiny. Maybe they'll even lose their capital. That would be weird. Venice losing their capital? What is Venice without Venice? We shall see what it is. But let's see, what would it take to attack Venice? Not Venice, Hungary, I guess. Well, no matter what I do, Brandenburg's pretty much going to join the other side. Oh, how annoying. Yep. Billy Brandenburg. Oh well. At least we got a stable functioning government with hopefully soon to be a good ruler on the throne. Once the regency ends, then we should be in great shape. Especially if I get bonus diplomatic reputation as well. Okay, well we just lost Clarence, but everyone else seems to be sticking around for a while. Now we had Portugal. I don't actually know what Portugal got up to this game other than taking, what was this, Tangiers? I assume exploration. Well, we'll see. Who's taking land now? Ferreira again. Wow. Some of these people are just really wanting to take land, aren't they? Well, maybe they'll get shut down eventually. Coalition has shrunk a little bit. Or then again, wow, everybody's just taking land like it's going out of style or something. Well, at least so far the Empire is stable and still growing. Although it's a shame so many provinces remain outside of the Empire. Burgundy in particular I will want to beat up at some point. Unless of course Holland takes them out, which honestly seems rather unlikely. But you never know. Never know. Huh, I just saved my fort which has nobody in it by marching an army nearby. My fort actually held out. Kind of amusing. Castilian-French excommunication war. Well, Hungary is still fighting on, despite Poland occupying a large amount of their territory. And Albania is part of the HRA. Forgot about that. As is apparently Ragusa. Interesting. Boy, everybody's joining the HRA this game. Kinda weird. I should add these to the state. More stable of linen. More money. And Nassau is not taking lands. Ay. Trying to manage the HRE is quite an endeavor. Especially in multiplayer. Much easier in single player. Oh my gosh, did you just take a ton of land? Wow. They are getting really ambitious. Surprised they don't have a coalition against them already. Oh, they might. No, it looks like they somehow managed to stay below a coalition numbers. For most people. Impressive, actually. I guess France's army is still stuck in Scotland because there's no defensive troops going on, really. Except for a little bit of siege in Italy. And we've got a new player jumping in here. Javos is back, interestingly enough. Running up a bit late, but always welcome. I wonder if they're going to play as the Pope again. That would change things. Well, at least they'd be relatively safe in the HRE. So who is Javos going to play? This would be interesting. The Mamelukes? Sorry, the Ottomans? That would be interesting. I assume that's the Ottomans, right? Not the Pope again. I guess they were playing the Ottomans at the end of the last game. Somewhere else. Oh, average disconnected apparently. Okay, by average, I guess. Okay. Well, I guess everyone's here to some degree. But we lost average. Interesting. Okay, I'll give Javas a second to orient themselves and then we'll go. Okay. Lower it a little bit and then keep it going. Occupational stuff. Bonus diplomatic reputation is Austria, always nice. Always very nice. My help in the war done. Innovative AI, interesting. No, at least they'll be caught up in tech. Small consolation prize. Okay, Rain is out of the war. My job there is done. And another military tech. Now I'm starting to have some tech problems. And I just missed the reunification quasi-bell on Hungary. That's annoying. Well, it looks like I'll have to conquer them the old-fashioned way at some point. Just missed that. That's too bad. Can't recomplete the mission or anything. Well, I'm gonna have to manually invade Hungary. That's gonna be exciting. Oh. I have permanent claims on that land, so I can do so anyway. I think I might keep having issues with the Brandenburg, though. That is a very good question. No, I can't start a war with them. Too bad. Okay. Back to speed 3 now that Javas is kind of rebased, and we can continue. Actually, now that I don't actually have a union on Hungary, I could probably just be fine pretty much sticking in the HRE and poaching some of Hungary's lands. My fun starts once it hits 1500 trying to deal with Protestants. That's what I'm not looking forward to having to mess around with. That's what happens when you try and form the HRE in any game. Gotta figure out a way to deal with the Protestants. Wow, I have a talkative cat at my house right now. I just got meowed at. Oh. And we're almost going to have 100% war score going against France. I'm being asked why I want to deal with the Protestants, or how I'm going to deal with the Protestants. I don't know. It's in the HRE, probably will involve a war. Oh, we actually have another person joining. This is Baroness Stella is actually jumping into this. I guess her internet connection issues earlier have been solved. Good to see it. Just saying, France is looking good. Yeah, I guess yellow France is unique. Yeah, if you're in the HRE, to some degree I'm protecting the HRE. Playing in the HRE is reasonably safe. I've got a union over Bohemia. We have a Holland player, but a country like Bavaria or even Brandenburg is relatively safe. I suppose the Ming are reasonably safe and stable for a long time. Just to let everyone know, Stella is not the best at the game yet. She's getting there, so. Okay, well, it looks like Stella will play Bavaria. that means I will have to shift one of my alliances towards keeping Bavaria alive, which is not a problem. Bavaria is a relatively rich and stable area of the country, so I'm fine with that. Plus, not having Bavaria convert to Protestantism will also be very nice. Once Stella's ready, we will get started. Okay. Anyhow, we will get started and Stella will have to kind of figure out what's going on as things go on. She. Stella is a she. The name Baroness Stella, it should be pretty obvious. I will lower it to 2 just for a little while, so Stella can get her bearings. And then we'll see how things are going. Alright. Okay. Time to deal with Burgundy in a moment. Right now, Scotland will not aid them, and Ferrara also won't aid them, so it's just a matter of getting Holland to break their alliance with them, and then I can actually pick a fight with Burgundy. Although I can't call them into war while they're still allied to Burgundy. Okay, the alliance should be broken fairly soon. There it is. And I will call... I can't call them in because they have a truce with the target. Okay, I can do all of this. Okay. The attack of Burgundy on Burgundy has commenced. I don't even know what this is over. It's just a Holy Roman intervention. Oh, over Urich up there. Or whatever that's called. Utrecht. Utrecht, I think. I think I was told it was pronounced Utrecht. Hey, I've actually got a ruler on the throne, finally. No more regency for me. Time to go find people to marry my ruler to. Hi, Poland. Since we're allied, let's see if our dynasties can get along. I think everyone else I still have royal marriages with. Nope, nope, not Bavaria. That'll work. Oh, and my ruler's an inspiring leader at the same time. Oh shoot, not to be able to save that Castilian army. Just missed it. Oh. Should go in my favor. Okay. Venice has been excommunicated. Well, if Venice's opinion with me gets high enough, they may actually try and join the HRE. That would be weird. Ooh, another bonus defensive stuff. Oh, you're welcome, Tatsumi Inkurso. I'm glad I can help. The Ottomans are quite a fun nation to play, and I've done 2 guides on them now, and still have yet to conquer the world with them, but it takes a while. I'm going to boost to 3 now, because I think Stella has kind of got the hang of what's going on at the moment. Anyhow, I'll give her as much help as I can. Reasonably, of course, give help. I have to take Utrecht way up there. Gonna take a while. They actually really have a strong army. I guess they have something because they're beating up my union. I'm actually doing a good job holding out here, which is frustrating. Wow, I've actually got growing inflation there. Oh, 3-2 base production, I'll happily take that. Gotta do something about all of these relationships, though. I'm losing 4 Diplo power a month due to all this. Oh well, it happens. So if they're gonna try and take my capital, that would be annoying. I'd have to march my troops back to defend my own lands. Never a good thing. A little worried about the amount of heretics living in Bohemia. Fratricelli heretics, interestingly enough. Yeah, if you're the Ottomans, you're allied to Muscovy, France, and Tunisia. You're almost unstoppable. One of us, Austria. I'm Austria. One of Burgundy's forts has fallen. And the Ottomans are now invading Hungary as well. And quite the fascinating back and forth over there. How much longer? We got another 20 minutes. Yeah, so currently the plan is about 20 minutes or so more here. And unless people have to go sooner. But then I'll probably run this next week. So anyone who wants to show up again is more than welcome to join. Always fun to have you guys. If you guys haven't done it, please do subscribe. That does help. We're actually doing very well. Go, another fort has fallen. Actually run out of money here, annoyingly. Okay, it looks like Hunskill is departing as Castile. And hopefully we'll see them next week. There we go. They will continue that way. And this war will continue with a now AI Castile definitely helping. That should swing things. rather quickly in our favor. I wonder how exactly I trigger the Brigandian inheritance again, though. We'll see. I know that if you're winning a war against Burgundy, it's a lot more likely to fire, so that's part of the plan. Yeah. Looks like I just gotta pretty much siege them and stay sieging them until the event actually fires. Yeah. See how that goes. Yeah. We'll see how long that takes. We just gotta fully occupy all their land first, which is part of the challenge. It does take a little while. But with all their forts and unions, at least the unions are almost gone. Naples here is doing the work of 2 or 3 armies on their own. Ooh, 612 air. Nice, I guess. That'll certainly help me catch up in admin power. I'm still stuck at 5, by the way, everyone. Doing pretty terrible on that front. Militarily, though, I'm tied with the lead, which is funny. Go. Hey, for once I'm actually playing a multiplayer game and I'm not dying due to not having manpower for once. I always seem to have issues with that. Yeah, Saxony is now my vassal, which is nice. Oh. At least in the long run, having Italy under control will be a good thing. Even if it takes forever to receive the Hero Authority benefits. Yeah, that could work if you kill their army with the king leading it. Hi again, Kelsey. Yeah, the trick is to actually kill their army with their king leading it. It's probably right there if I'm correct. No, they don't actually have a king on the throne at the moment. Their king is dead. Interestingly, confusing. Whereas apparently I'm gonna have to save Bohemia here from all their rebels. Exciting. Not really. I'm gonna probably end up going further into debt over this whole mess. At least having a loyal AI Castile, Aragon are helping. Yeah, to be fair, I should probably have allied myself to Portugal at some point. All I really want is a stable, functioning HRE. I'd like to form the country of HRE. That might be virtually impossible, but we'll see. War is raging on. Actually get some Diplo power apparently. There we go. The joy of playing Austria and needing more diplomatic relation slots. Why can't you, Kelsey? Is your internet not good enough? It'd be fun to have you join. Or maybe you don't own 4. Possibility too. We do encourage more people. More people we have, the merrier. Unfortunately, once you hit about the size we do, everybody is pressed up against each other, so wars tend to erupt, as evidenced by average dying. Steele really wanted that land. Speaking of AI Castile, I should probably spend some of my favors with them. Well, I can actually do the same thing with Poland because they're a human player, of course. Oh, did I lose an alliance with Mainz somehow? Huh. Unfortunate. Thought I had them locked in as an ally. You know what's likely to happen is this Burgundian inheritance war. It's pretty much what it is. It's likely to go on until the end of the session, so we may have to continue that next session. Hopefully we don't. It would be nice to get it done this session. Maybe we'll go till the war is over. We got another 10 minutes or so, but can't take more than 10-15 minutes at most. They have 2 forts left, and then it's complete occupation pretty much. I'm just going broke because of all the forts now. Well, looks like the Burgundian army has been caught and mostly wiped out. But Switzerland is expanding. Wow, Switzerland has really shattered Savoy. Woo! That was a big win for Switzerland. Poor little Savoy is barely alive down here. Excommunicated, hunted, kicked out of their own lands, and still refuses to be a vassal of the mighty Austria. The fort maintenance is killer. There's the Burgundian army. I don't even know if it's possible to get the Burgundian inheritance while they're in a regency. It might not actually be that really possible to do. It might be one of the conditions, cannot be in a regency. It'd be a shame if that was, but quite possible. Right, oh, there they are. Burgundy is so paranoid about actually fighting my armies, they just run away whenever I get near them. There they are. scurrying away there. It is not in a regency is the requirement, is a requirement of the trigger conditions of Burgundy and Inheritance. So, when do they fall out of a regency? They are out of a regency. Okay. I don't think Burgundy has ever been player controlled. Okay. Huh. We'll see. Well, once their armies are completely wiped out, then I can probably mothball the forts and not run out of money as fast. Where are they hiding? Oh, they're over there. How'd they get all the way over to Bohemia? Boy, they are fast. I wasn't even near there, and then all of a sudden they're over hiding in Bohemia. Right now, they're willing to stay in the war, everyone. Oh, nice admin tech. Finally. Taking a little while to get here with that. They're back sieging their land down again. Could drag on for quite some time. What would it take to annex? I can actually do that on a while, can't I? Everybody keeps, as soon as Burgundy appears, everyone goes nuts trying to hunt it down, and then Burgundy runs away in a different direction. Protestant Reformation is here in Frankfurt, of all the most annoying places. That's a problem. I don't think I should have done that. And Burgundy's running away continues. You guys are dedicated to running away. This guy got 5 movement speed. No wonder we're having trouble catching this guy. Oh, Castile, you blew it. You had them in a pincer. There we go. Oh wow, they're still getting away. This is crazy. Like one of these Tom and Jerry chase scenes, them getting away. Ah, there they go. Finally, they have been caught. Boy, are they putting up a fight. There we go. Now they're entirely occupied, but will the Burgundy Inheritance event ever fire? I have no idea. No idea at all. And everybody else has taken land again. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, there's 6 years for the Burgundy and Inheritance to fire. To be fair, I could probably take a lot of their land as it is. If it came to that. At least I could take a core of their land and then they'd just be crippled. Oh, I can't even force... Oh, I could probably force them to release those two. I could force them to release the two and probably release a couple other nations, but it wouldn't end it. Let's see, what are we looking at time-wise? We should probably move towards ending it here. I would have really liked to get the Burgundy Inheritance event, but that might have to tick on until next session. Either that, I'll have to try and take a lot of the land myself, considering someone died. Well, an elector died again. Okay. I'll just go for another... let's go to the beginning of next year. We'll go to the beginning of next year and then we'll stop. That sounds like a good stopping point, and it's even got a slight chance of firing the Burgundian Secession as well. If I don't get it by next episode, next stream, I might just peace out with taking what I can. We'll see. according to the wiki and stuff, there's like a hidden modifier that can tick up and stuff. So. We just have to make it to, you know what, let's stop here then. We'll stop here and we'll continue next time. Just considering we just lost him and it doesn't seem fair to give the AI a chance to screw him over in the last, you know, little bit of time left. So, we can stop here and we can continue next episode or next game time. So thank you guys all for coming, and I'll see you guys all hopefully next week. If not enough people show up, we can delay it. But I'd really like to keep playing this session as much as possible. Anyhow, if everyone is curious, this is what the world looks like. This is what the great powers look like. So yeah, I'm 7th. The Ming, Ottomans, Castile, Poland, Mamelukes, Muscovy, Austria, and then France. And in terms of, let's see, victory cards, where are we? I don't think the first victory cards have been assigned yet, so that must... Actually, no, they must be, because the Ottomans have one. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks for playing and watching. Bye for now.